episode 7 of It's All Black and White. A big game today. We're on TV. Not got the best record on TV this season. I think we've only won one of our games that we have been broadcast live on BT. But I think that could change today. I am feeling confident. The weather, it's not too bad. There's a little bit of snow still lying on the ground around where I live. But I can't see it being a problem. It's not majorly cold. We might see a little bit of snow while the game's on, but I don't think it's anything that's going to hinder the game being on or anything like that. So looking forward to this game today. We've got to right our wrong. They are one of the teams that have beat us this season. Dorking are. You could say it was against the run of the game, which is a good thing really, because the 2 games that we have lost this season, you feel like we should really have won. But we can right that today, and we've just got to keep winning. We've got to keep winning. It'll be interesting to see how Wrexham do in the 3 p.m. kickoff, as we are on at 5:20. But yeah, look forward to the game today.
Match day, it's another one on BT. It's against Dorking at 5:20. I'm currently in London, so I won't be at the game, but George will be, obviously, as you'll have seen, doing this episode of It's All Black and White. I'll be trying to watch on BT Sport, if I can manage to get it, or if I can manage to get it on my phone. I've just rewatched the Dorking manager Mark White's sort of pre-match, very, very good listen, where he gives us a lot of respect, but also says they're going to come and try and attack us. He said we're going to try and work on what they don't do a lot, which is defend. And to be fair, we don't have to defend a lot because our possession stats are so high. So if I was a Dorking fan looking at that, I think that's a pretty sensible strategy and approach. He said if they get battered, so be it, but they're going to try and come out scorers. They concede a lot of goals, but they also do score quite a lot of goals as well. So it's going to be interesting how they set up. I presume the Wrexham match is on. Looks like they've done well to get that on. I thought, Thursday and Friday there was no chance, but like in Nottingham, the sun has come out, and I think it's started to melt a lot of the snow. We'll see if any of the games survive. But by 5:20 we could be 7 points behind them, or we could be looking at them dropping points against a very good Southend side. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'll check back in later, but George will keep you up to date for the rest of the day.
I'm just about to leave my house now to the game. It's trying to snow. The team news has just come out. A little bit concerned as Cameron is missing due to illness, which is is a big concern really, because that's 2 of our favoured 3 centre backs now out. It's interesting to see how we line up. It looks like we've gone with a 4 at the back. Jones is in. It's good to see. Potentially it could affect the team. We'll see. But it's good to see MACCA given the armband. I think that shows a lot of trust from Williams, and we'll see how the game develops really. But it's going to be an interesting game with those players missing. Just to our seats with Will. Will, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good about it. I like Dorking as a club. I watched all them YouTube videos, so I'm quite excited to see the manager look like a celebrity to me. I'm feeling good about it. A bit annoyed about Wrexham, seeing their goal. I'm not going to argue it too much because it is what it is. It's non-league. You've got to be physical. But yeah, they're just applying the pressure all the time. They're relentless, so we've got to win.
Yeah, it's a must-win now, isn't it, today? Dorking go 1-up. It's a bit of a surprise really, but we do look very open. They have broken us a few times, and this time they put it away. 1-0 Dorking. It's only took us 5 minutes to respond. It's 1-1. A great cross really from the main, and Langstaff puts it away to make it his 34th goal for the season. We go 2-1 up. It's Langstaff again. That's 35 for the season. Is ridiculous numbers, but you've got to give a lot of the mention to Sam Austin there. He's chasing down the ball, gets it, and he puts it on a plate for Langstaff. It's 2-1 knots. Fantastic goal. Matty Palmer scores our 3rd goal in the 84th minute. It's 3-1 knots. That's the game put to bed now. A fairly good performance in the second half. I think we well deserved the goal. Come on, knots.
I'm going to make this quick. I've had to be excused in a bar in London to come and get this. Not very happy at the table, but I've got to get this in. I watched the last half on my phone. Really, really good at points. Really professional. Really glad for Matty Palmer to get the goal. That's massive for him. Langstaff as well, 2 goals. Superb. Captain, fantastic. I know a lot of people in after read reviews have put how good he is. That's 1 of 10 now ticked off. I genuinely think if we want to win this league now, we have to win 9 out of 10. and that's minimum. So it's 9 or 10 wins to win the league. Wrexham win again. This is my little, summary of what I've seen. First half, I didn't get to see it, but the way we played, am I right in saying that we put 4 players on the bench? Superb.
Fan chats then, it's finished. Notts 3, Dorking 1. A good result in the end, wasn't it, Jake?
Yeah, I think it was needed, especially after the last 2 results. It gets us back on track, still puts us 4 points behind Wrexham, but I thought, we were good value for it today. Again, must have about 75-80% possession, enough chances, It was just quality win overall, I think, Yeah.
One of those games I felt like, it felt like we were going to win, didn't it? I know that sounds silly, but it just felt like the ball was in our court to win that game, wasn't it? We had the chances, and to be fair, to be honest, we were the better team by quite a distance today, weren't we?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I think, to be fair to Dorking, they came and gave it a better go than other teams have done down here. Some of the teams just sat back and did nothing, but, give it to them, they did that. But, yeah, I think, again, it was always so comfortable, and I think just to get that second goal just after half-time was just it, really. That put it to bed. They didn't really have any chances after that, and I think we were just comfortable seeing it out. So, yeah, I don't think there's anybody stood out particularly today. Nemain was good first half, and Jody Jones was really good first half, but I think as a collective, I think we were good today. It's a patchwork squad as well, centre backs playing when they shouldn't be, but yeah, that was good.
Yeah, you've got to give a lot of respect, I think, to Dorking today, because they came, like you've just said, really, and they gave it their all, didn't they?
Yeah, and we hit the nail on the head, really. They've got enough. Well, they've got to fight for relegation, but compared to some of the dross we've seen down here, they were all right. Yeah, credit to them.
Yeah, big credit to him, because they didn't just park the bus. Langstaff, we've got to talk about him. We talk about him all the time, but he's just scoring goals all the time, so you can't not talk about him, can you? 35 goals for the season.
Oh, mate, it's unbelievable. 35 goals, and we've got 9 games left for him to beat the 40-goal record. I hope he does it. I think he deserves to do it. Yeah, it's just so clinical. It's just so clinical. And he could have had a hat trick today quite easily. There's a couple that he took towards the end when we was 3-1 up, or maybe 2-1 up, but that he probably could have passed it to. But he tried his luck sometimes, but you can't fault him, really. Absolutely clinical.
Yeah. I want to talk about the conceding as well. We've got into a little bit of a bad habit of conceding goals, haven't we?
Yeah, it was a little bit disappointing to concede that early. Again, was it a poor goal to concede? I think probably. He cuts across and he just pings it across the front of the goal, and I don't think there's a lot Brooks can do about it. But you are right. It is. We're not normally conceding like that, but again, a lot of them are from our own making. But I think they did just outplay us in that little spell in the first 10 minutes there. But again, credit to him for that. So.
Keep winning though, don't we? And that's what all we've got to do, isn't it now, really?
9 games left in it, mate. That's it. 9 crucial games that are huge, and 4 points to make up, and hopefully Wrexham slip up somewhere down the line.
Hopefully so. Jake, thank you, mate. Cheers. Player ratings then, after we just beat Dorking 3-1 with my good friend Will. Will, were you happy with that performance?
Really happy. I did predict 4-1 at half time, only 3. But yeah, I'm happy with it. We can't take 3-1 wins for granted. It's a good win. We've got the job done. We're all good second half. Yeah, happy.
Right, we'll get straight on into it then. We'll go turning Brooks. It's good to see him, isn't it?
Yeah, I like him. We were saying at the start of the game, haven't we, before? I really hope that he cements. Well, I love Slocum as well, but in the future, I want Brooks to be our number 1. He's worked hard. He's gone through the system. Yeah, I thought he was really, really good. I would give him a solid 7.5.
I'm going to give him a 7. I like the way he's confident playing out. It can be a bit nervy at times. It reminds me a bit of Pato when Pato was here. But yeah, good performance from him. I'm pleased for him. For him. It's good to see him sort of have that trust installed into him, especially in a season where every goal counts.
Yeah.
Every goal counts. Yeah. I suppose it's like that every season, but it's crucial this season, isn't it? We'll go for the back 3 then. We'll go Chickson.
I thought Chickson was all right today. Different role for him, isn't it? It's a different role, so he's not doing his normal attacking. Doesn't get as high, but he wasn't really causing any problems. The goal didn't come down his side, so I'll give him a steady 7. I'll give him a steady 7. Steady.
Yeah. I think that's fair as well. I'm going to go 7. I think he just needs to be able to beat his man a little bit more. But in saying that, he never loses possession. So it's kind of, it can be seen as negative, can't it, to not try and take that extra stride and beat your man. But if he doesn't feel like he can do it, recycle the ball and try again. Yeah, 7. So let's go for Rawlinson. Not massively in the game, I don't think, today. But he's done a couple of nice balls, I think. I think I'm going to give him a 7 as well.
Yeah, I feel like there probably will be quite a few 7s thrown about. I would give Rawlinson a 7. Steps out of defence quite well. Won a lot of his duels at Pryor. Their strikers, a reasonably big unit up top, so he won most of the headers. Yeah, obviously they scored, so you can't give him much higher. Yeah, 7. I'm happy with 7.
We'll go on to Bajrami then. Not had loads of game time. In the last game that he played, he wasn't really good. It wasn't the Bajrami that we're used to. I know a lot of people on the papers for sector were saying it's because it's not his preferred position in midfield, but he's played at centre-back today. First 10 to 15 minutes, you know, he looked a little bit rough around the edges, but he really grew into the game, and some of the balls he was putting over the top, superb, and I'm going to have to give him an 8. I thought he was really good.
I'd give him an 8, yeah. I think defensively, 7. He was a lot better today. He looked a lot more, you know, sort of certain on the ball, commanding in defence. And like you say, it's them balls through, them high-the-needle passes, which come from, you know, a centre, like he is a centre mid by trade. That's what made the difference with his rate, and yeah, I'd definitely give him an 8. One of them was absolutely fantastic. He literally split about their whole defence, didn't he? So yeah, I'd go for an 8. I thought it was good.
His physicality for me as well. He's a bit of a bully, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he was bullying their striker at one point on the byline. Yeah. He just had the voice. He's just so confident. It's good to see. We'll go for Jody Jones then.
Again, that left-hand side didn't. He was on the ball and he beat his man quite a few times, but the final product from both sides wasn't hugely great today. Jody Jones, I'll give him a 7. I don't think it was his best game, but again, I don't think he beat his man, but he wasn't really then doing anything after he beat his man. Sort of, you know, we had a lot of ball rotation today, but he didn't give it away once. I don't think he gave the ball away again, so I'll give him a 7. Yeah.
I slightly disagree with you. I think in the first half, I thought he was really good. I thought he was really bright. They did seem to block a lot of his crosses, but you know, a lot of what I feel we created in the first half came down his side. But you know, second half, not so much. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I think 7.5. Nemain, I'm going to quote something. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. What did you make though?
Yeah, vice versa with Jody Jones, isn't it? I think second half Nemain was better. He's just so much of a threat. His pace is just ridiculous. So he's a threat. I'm going to give him 7.5. Yeah, always a threat. I feel like they have to put 2 men on him sometimes. It's a real, you know, even if he's not on the ball, he's causing them a problem because they're thinking, who's going to play him through? Where is he? Yeah, really good. His end product can be better. But I was trying to explain, you know, sometimes when you're going at that pace, it's really hard to like steady yourself and put a good ball in. So yeah, I'll give him 7.5.
Yeah, that's fair. I thought Nemain was really good today. I thought he was class. You know, when knocking it around players and getting back, I love seeing that. I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was good. We'll go for the midfield then. Jim O'Brien we'll start with. I'm going to go straight in and say 6.5.
Agreed. Totally agreed. Didn't do anything bad. Didn't do anything wrong. Doesn't really create as much. He did his normal work-like sort of approach. What he had to do. Did his job, but didn't really do anything special or extra. So I think a solid 6.5, an average game.
Yep.
We won the game. I'm not ripping into him. He's done well. But yeah, 6.5.
Yeah, we both agreed on that one then. We will go on to the goal scorer there, Matty Palmer. It's nice to see him get a goal, isn't it?
Love to see him get a goal. It was a really good goal as well, actually. Probably, is it better than the second? I'm not too sure. It was a really good goal. He does run the show. He does well. He doesn't give the ball away. He's very calm and collected. Him and Jim did work well in there together today. I'm going to give Matty Palmer a 7.5.
I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah,
I think he controls it. He gets a goal. Really good goal. In the right place at the right time. Happy for him to get the goal. Sam Austin, who created the second goal so well. You know, he regains possession, doesn't he? He's pressing really high up the pitch, regains possession, runs down the line, and he could have passed it to MACCA early on, but MACCA would have had to do more work, but he took it a little bit further. And you know, it was a difficult chance to put away, but it is on the plate, isn't it, really, for Langstaff if he's in the right position. Unfortunately, it was. I've lost my trailer for now.
Fragments.
No, but yeah, Sam Austin. I mean, I said this to you, didn't I? When you see him starting, you're just expecting him to either score or get an assist.
Yeah.
And he's done that today. He gets an assist, fantastic assist, 8.5.
I'm going to go for an 8.5 as well. I'm going to give you credit. First off, you did say Sam Austin assist is incoming. So yeah, he did exactly that. Works really hard. Probably deserves more start. Well, probably should have got more starts like earlier on in the season from the way he's playing now. One of our best players, probably been one of our better players for the last 2 months, I'd say, month and a bit. So yeah, 8.5. Really good, really solid.
Yeah, I'm loving Austin. He's a fantastic player.
Yeah.
He really is. And I think because he's got so much quality, he goes under the radar a little bit, as silly as that may sound. But yeah, moving on, we'll go for Ruben. Some of the lines today he was breaking was ridiculous.
Yeah, he's different quality, and some of the stuff he can do is just different gravy, isn't it? Like the balls through his playing, incredible. I mean, did he play the ball through to Langstaff towards the end of the game? It's literally in the 6-shot, in the box, and it split their whole defence, and Langstaff could have got a hat-trick from it. I mean, how does he see that sort of ball? That is not National League level of play, is it? I mean, so yeah, really, really good. It's crazy vision, and then to be able to execute it as well, it's fantastic. I'm gonna go. I think he deserves 8.5.
8.5. Agreed. We will go to the man of the match. Really, you have to say it, don't you? Macaulay Langstaff, 35 for the season. He's a joke, isn't he? He's a joke. What more can we say about him? He's just so good, isn't he?
He's a joke. My mate was watching it, and he's a Derby fan, and he's just saying he easily start from for Derby. And the chances that he's scoring, the goals he scored today, you score that at any level because it's just a poacher in the box.
Yeah.
Like any level you score them goals. That second goal, I think that's a really good finish because the ball is about knee height. He's coming. It's going at decent pace. He's just ran onto it. Great finish. He probably should have had an hat-trick, but that's just the levels that we put him at. 2 goals, fantastic. Man of the match. I'll give him a 9. Probably would have gone to 9.5 if he'd got his hat-trick. He's just so good.
I'm going to give him a 9 as well. He's edging ever so closer to that record of 40 goals in a season set by Ricky Miller. I'm sure Ricky Miller will be gutted if that does get broken. We'll go on to the subs then.
Yeah.
Connor Lemonhavens, I thought that was his best performance so far, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's trying to get back into it, isn't he? I don't know how much he played at Stockport, but not loads towards the end, was it? Towards when we got him on loan. So I feel like he's just getting back to fitness, a little bit of match fitness. Once he gets his confidence up and he gets going again fully, yeah, I feel like we know he's a player, don't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, best performance so far today. 7. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7 as well. That is fair. We'll go. There was a double change, wasn't there, with Bostock and Vincent. I'm going to group them together. Yeah, they weren't on long enough. I think it was like 5 or so minutes. I'm just going to give them both a 6 because they didn't really get much of the ball, did they?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably give Vincent a 9, but no, yeah, I'd probably give them both a 6. I've just 6.5. They came on, did a steady job. Bostock comes on, dictates the game as he normally does. Yeah, both of them 6.5.
Yeah. Good. Managed to get back to my car then to do this last little snippet for episode 7 of It's All Black and White, and what a great episode it was. A really good comprehensive victory over Dorking, who have already beat us this season. It could have easily been another banana skin, you know, and to give them some credit, they did come and they attacked us. They got their goal early on, so fair play to them. Decent turnout as well. I think they had 350 fans travelling, which is, you know, it's a good turnout really for Dorking, especially when it's on TV. So credit to them for that, and huge credit to Notts really. You know, they were just too much today. They really were. The possession, the passing, the chances we created so much. We really did. On another day, I feel like Langstaff could have had 3, 4, even 5 goals. He just had so many good chances. We were breaking the lines. Some of the balls in the final third were superb today. Really good. Better than we've seen this season, I think. But yeah, that sort of summarises the video for me and the game today. So if you've enjoyed watching the video, drop it a like. If you don't already and have enjoyed the video, you know, we do content like this all the time, so subscribe to the channel. And if you were at the game or you watched it on TV, comment and let me know what you thought of the game.